I never fully understood wit. I never fully understood what Ayama Van Zant was saying on the OWN network when she expressed to a young counterpart that you can't tell someone how to love you. You can watch how they are loving you and determine whether or not you want to stay and accept that love or leave and reject it. And after going through my experience with my male significant, as you guessed, I fully understand what she was saying, because initially I'm just like, well, you can show someone how to love you, or you can, lead them in the right direction. But no, it really has to come from a genuine place of acknowledgement and understanding, and just a desire to want to give you exactly what it is that you need. It's not something that you should have to tell someone. And very similar to something that she said back in 1998 on the Oprah Winfrey Show, when she was just like, love doesn't have to be fixed. Love is already kind. Love is already patient. So you shouldn't have to fix love. It shouldn't be so intentional. It has to be effortless in some ways. Of course, there should be intent and a mental component to this emotional experience and even the spiritual experience, but it shouldn't be so forced. You shouldn't have to tell someone to do something verbatim. They should acknowledge it and do it. And if they do it from a place of acknowledgement and they don't get it quite right, I then feel like that's when you can be like, okay, like like you see the effort and just further possibly explain. I don't know, but what I am saying is just I really understand that now, because it's like my male significant genuinely loved me and was willing to fall in love with me in terms of committing his life to me in the tense of longevity. Yet for me, when assessing this short-term engagement, I wasn't willing to fall in love with him. Thus, I didn't, because I wasn't willing to commit myself to him long term based on how I was being loved. I knew the love was real. I knew it was authentic. And that's why I really proceeded, because I knew like this person really did love me. But the way that they loved me and the way that they love is not to the level at which I love. My love is very full. That individual's love is fragmented. And because they couldn't give me a full love, I was unable to accept that. Self-love is very important, and that's something that my male significant lacked. And I think if they had self-love, they would be, as I've always said, more confident in themselves and confident in their ability to love me. Even if they didn't get it right the first time, they were going to make better efforts than I've seen them make to assure that I was truly satisfied in terms of how our love was being exchanged and reciprocated. Kind of like what the verse in Corinthians where they're like, love is patient, love is kind, love is this, love is that. His love was boastful at times because he wanted to prove to others, like, yeah, like we're in love. Like, I'll never forget, we went somewhere and there were people in the waiting room. We were in a waiting room and he was like, kiss me. And I knew that he wanted me to kiss him because there were other people around, and he wanted to signify to, the other male counterparts, like, she's mine and I'm here with her. And it's like, love isn't boastful. Love is patient. So when I told you that I wasn't in love with you, I'm not necessarily saying that you should just stand around and just wait for me to love you, but you shouldn't have left so abruptly. Love isn't, I don't know all of it, but like love for me, communication means a lot to me. So for 2 weeks we haven't spoken to each other, and I feel like that's very, what is the verse, like relishing or rejoicing in someone's sorrow, you know what I mean? Like, that would make me feel significantly, and not in the way that would produce fondness, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to look at how people express their love and choose to love you, and you choose whether or not you accept this love. And I can't. And that's so unfortunate because I know that love is genuine, but it's not, although it's genuine, although it's real, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's good. I always say that because Cardi B said something a long time ago. She was like, but I'm real, I'm real, I'm real. Okay, but that might be real bad. That's not real good. Like everybody's like, but she's real, she's real, she's real. Okay, real bad. Okay, a real hot mess. That's real, you know? So that's kind of how this situation is. It's just like, it's real, it's authentic, but it's not good because it's not really coming from the best place. And that's why I really had to put the brakes on everything, or at least repace, because it's just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna go long and drawn out about that, but yeah.